There go a couple of brand new Broncos headed up the hill to Yarnell. There's a poker run today. We signed up for it, but we're really not gamblers, so we're not making the entire run. Deb and I and our two furry friends, Shelby and Zoyer, just out having fun and doing a little filming, and damn, looks like we might be able to join up with this convoy. My name is Brian, and I want to welcome everyone to this channel. Deb and I are headed back up to Yarnell, Arizona, to a place called Gilligan's, where the pizza and service is hard to beat. They are also the sponsors of today's poker run. So, if you're not too busy, why don't you join us for a ride? And even with the rain in the forecast, I promise you won't get wet. We're rolling down Octave Road, headed for the Stanton Mining Camp. There we'll take a ride on Mina Road and head up that hill. On this ride, it was approximately 18 miles from Wickenburg to Stanton, and then from Stanton, it was another 7.5 miles to get up to Yarnell. All week long, that weatherman was calling for rain this Saturday. I sure hope it stays dry, at least for today. You gotta be careful with what you wish for. I say that because the area we're in is still part of the Sonoran Desert. As we near the town of Stanton, I'd like to read to you a little bit about the town's history. In 1863, a party of prospectors led by Pauline Weaver discovered gold by nearby Rich Hill, which spurred the gold rush. The subsequent rush led to the establishment of several mining towns in the Weaver district, including Weaver, Octave, and Antelope Station. The area near Rich Hill became a significant stagecoach stop for supplies and travelers, growing into a boomtown with a population of approximately 3,500 by 1868. Irish-born Charles P. Stanton arrived in Antelope Station in 1870 and began consolidating power. He used manipulation and force to create a monopoly, eliminating his competitors through murder and intimidation. In 1875, Stanton successfully lobbied the territorial government to establish a post office in Antelope Station and named himself postmaster. He promptly renamed the town after himself. Stanton's brutal reign ended when he was killed in his own hotel in 1886. Time to take a ride on Mina Road. Center of the picture in the background are the remains of the old stagecoach stop. It's now an RV park for modern-day miners. The old buildings left over from the stagecoach stop have been fixed up and is now ready for you to explore. Alright, I admit, I'm a rock hound. I'm always looking for rocks with crazy colors and strange shapes, and I do like to show off what I've found. So I'm going to show you this one. It's my rock of the day. I reached in up to my armpit and grabbed this Arizona oddity out of a crevice that was just inside a horizontal mine shaft. It was only after I pulled it from the crevice that I realized I had something special here. Shelby and Zoya have been tagging along with us ever since we started riding, and in doing so, they've been meeting new friends along the way. This picture here was taken up in Michigan where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. time now to ask that question. Hey, Deb, what's for dinner? Last night, Debbie fixed us up a stuffed pork tenderloin with an asparagus salad. After she chops up all the ingredients and measures them out, she fillets out the pork roast and seasons it with salt and pepper to taste. All the ingredients that were mixed up in a bowl are now applied to the pork fillet. It's time to add the wine and au jus sauce and throw it in the oven for 35 minutes at 350 degrees. Last night we chowed down like we were downtown, eating at one of those fancy restaurants. Holy moly, look at that. What a tragic sight. I hope everybody made it out okay. Every year in January, Wickenburg has a fly-in and classic car show. And it's free for the entire family. The show has grown every year since I started attending, offering live music, food vendors, plenty of fun for all. This is the plane that just flew by. It's got one unusual front end on it. At one point during our ascent up the mountain, we stopped to stretch a leg and hydrate. I found out most of the people were from Yuma, and no one came here to play poker. Deb and I are back to just about where we started filming this poker run. Boy, I thought for sure 10 o'clock this morning, the official start time of the poker run, I'd catch a whole herd of side-by-sides headed down the hill at one time. No, that didn't happen. Yeah, the weatherman sure thinned out the attendance for this outing. We slowed down because the car ahead of us decided it was a Kodak moment. And I couldn't agree more with that. Once we cross this cattle guard, we have officially made it up the hill to Yarnell. There's that pair of brand new Broncos. Well, look at that. The convoy we joined up with is stopping at Gilligan's as well. Well, we've made it to our destination. After dining at this cozy establishment, we decided to take a side ride off our joyride. Check it out. A block south of Gilligan's is a street called Happy Way. If you go east on Happy Way, follow that on a dirt road, it'll take you up to the top of this peak here where the towers are. I hope everyone who joined us for this ride today had as much fun as we did. I'd also like to mention this video is supported by people like you. If you like what you're seeing, you know what to do.